Every time a child goes missing or a violent case surfaces, public anger quickly shifts towards the government. Residents blame the administration for failing to keep the city safe. This reaction reveals a deeper issue, a widening trust gap between citizens and authorities, fueled by the belief that the government action is more reactive than preventive. Recently, Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong's remark, urging parents to take more responsibility and not place the entire blame on the government, have ignited public outrage. Many citizens saw his statement as dismissive of the growing fear and frustration within the community. But beyond the blame game lies a more pressing question. What is really driving these tragedies? Why are so many children running away from home? And why are cases of child abduction and murder becoming more frequent? These are the questions that demand honest answers and urgent action.
Shillong has witnessed a rise in cases involving missing children. In just a matter of 1 month, 4 children went missing. Among the 4, 2 ended up in a tragedy, whereas 2 were just teenagers who ran away from their home. The government yesterday, the 16th of October, held a meeting with local Dorbar Shillong community leaders, church leaders, educationists to find solution on how to prevent cases involving children and women.
To understand the growing numbers of missing children, particularly those who have run away from home, we spoke with members of the Child Welfare Committee.
In recent past and in previous years also, we have observed that, maybe it's because of financial constraint. One, I'll tell you about, is that what we have seen? Financial constraint and time constraint. There's a gap between parents and, let's be realistic. I think because between parents and the children, there's a gap of communication, I feel. And for example, I think also in previous years, if my mother wouldn't have scolded me, I think I would also follow that trend where if my son or my daughter started crying, I would give them a mobile phone. And I think with the emergence of technology also, children are exposed to so many things where they tend to be rebellious. Okay, parents come into a fix as to how to counsel their children, how to, seek help. Or maybe, because like I said, I will go back again to financial constraint and time constraint. We really don't have time to sit with our children and ask them how their day ended. I think most of the people who will be watching this also will try to introspect and agree with me or with us as a committee that is what we have observed also, that we don't have time for our children, let alone what kind of friends do our children hang out with, whether our children is going through, whatever the days end. Like I said, we really don't have the time anymore. And what we have also observed is that daytime, most of the children, if both parents have to work, that means, in certain families, children are left at the daytime without adult supervision. We have had cases here. That's why we speak about it also today.
We have seen a worrying rise in rape and POCSO cases in recent times. In a recent case from Maulai, which came to light on October 13th, a 19-year-old girl was raped at home by a masked man. The incident has raised serious concern among the community. The committee has urged parents and community as a whole to be more vigilant about what children are doing on their phones. They pointed out that many children today are exposed to explicit content such as pornography, which can negatively influence their behavior and in some cases lead a child to become a predator themselves.
I think that as a parent, firstly I would say as a parent and as a committee members here, I would say that we have to check and be alert on if we've given mobile phones to our children. We have also had trends of, POCSO cases where children have admitted that, they've gone through sites which they are not supposed to go. And, if left unsupervised, I think most of the children also must be checking out those sites which they're not supposed, like pornography, because it's an easy access through the internet and mobile phones that we have now. As a parent also, I have to be tech savvy. I have to know how the mobile phone works, And the children know more than the parents. But I think we have to rethink that and, monitor what our children is doing, especially if we're giving phones to our children.
After speaking with members of the Child Welfare Committee, we decided to hit the streets and talk to a few parents. Our aim was to understand whether they've noticed any changes in their children's behavior, how they feel when they hear about such cases, and what they think the community should do instead of just playing the blame game. We also asked what they expect from the government and what parents themselves can do to create a safer and better environment for children.
We have to be prepared where we are going. We should let parents know, like as parents also have to inquiry about their children, where they go. That means information and communication needed the most for parents and the children. No, we don't depend on anybody. Actually, it's kasyong hangi. It depends on each one of us. Even the government also needed to have some protection, no? According to their responsibility. And as long as they still have that power to do, that means they can follow that, and even the parents also have to have that responsibility. Yeah.
Actually, we as parents also we should be careful about our own children. And from the government side, actually, I would say there should be more CCTVs around, and then they should all the CCTVs also should be working.
Being a teacher, what do you advise children?
Being a teacher, actually, I've been telling my children in school, once the parents come to drop you in school, make sure you don't go out of the school gate because we have a guard there. And I told them, actually, if you go out of the school gate, it will not be our responsible.
Ngihap long husiar ni kislur pagi ni kena dapat itu kilong slur ni. Dia hap seneng hap kau pagi lah dah. Iu ban cikun dan seneng ni kau tak kamlong dah. Kata sekolah usia government te. Hot nakaliang government nakaliang jong kiruki lah. Kile stop ni lang kap banwat pan tertib ya kani ke ibro kan mo. Dan dari ban cikun no paru umdai tama kasut. Nakaliang government garehi ban sim kiapat. Ban cikun no ru kam ayu kasulon no 50-50 ke naman nangi nakaliang kimi pa ya kikon ni haplong ayu dan dari nakaliang sokar ka hapanhi ban kere gini.
So PA try ka ba suka ka rin ni?
Safety tinggal kan kamera you kami ni dari CCTV kamera ni itu ada gini habu man lagi dong pi nama lada klaim gatu pin lap cai mo tapi ya satu nama teng gieng dan hapo gieng beri dan hapo gieng ada dan CCTV kamera lagi ya kalau ni pergi perkat celu mau balik satu ni tangga tai.
We have heard that citizens are strongly urging the government to install CCTV cameras in every locality for better safety. The Chief Minister has informed that the process is currently ongoing.
There was a suggestion, of course, also to put up a lot of CCTV cameras in different important locations, different localities, so that there would be a monitoring system, which again is something that we are already acting on. 48 localities have been contacted and the implementation is started. 7 have been completed and another 40 localities will be wired and CCTVs will be active in about another 60 days time. And if there are any more localities which need to be covered, we will take necessary steps to do that also.
While the community is still healing from recent tragedies, it is essential that all citizens work together to create a safe environment for children and the community as a whole.
So at the end, I would request whoever is watching to take your imagination to a house, a beautiful house. It can be a white color or any color that you like. And then a very nice fencing. And different colors of flowers. And if you have imagined that, the house, I would say, is the future of the children. The children in this, the flowers exemplifies the children. And the fences, very beautiful fences, is you and me. It's the government, it's the society, it's parents, it's all of us coming together, building these beautiful fences for our children. So we would not want that fence to be broken. This is an appeal that we take up, and we take the matter in that punch where we really build this, what I'm stating here. Because as a district child protection officer and as a member secretary of the Child Welfare Committee, this is my aspiration for the children in East Khasiels, where they will get a very beautiful house and a very beautiful fence. And it's all on you and me who are adults of the society at present now.
Dude, Priya and Reha both want to meet me today. I just met Shriya yesterday. What should I do?
First, go and get yourself tested for HIV.
HIV test?
You have multiple casual relationships and unsafe sexual practices. So it is important to get tested for HIV.
You are scaring me, bro.
I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to make you aware. Having sex with someone without a condom carries the risk of HIV. Why are you always ignoring this? Do I have to remind you every single time? And yes, you seriously need to change your behavior.
Okay, fine. I'm not ignoring it. Sorry, Priya. Sorry, Reha. Today I am giving time to the HIV test, not to you guys.
If your habits are like Rahul, HIV test is important for you.